Hello there everyone, welcome to episode 5 of our Pro Tour on Rory McIlroy PGA Golf, PGA Tour even. How bizarre, what a strange start video. But today, we are playing the first 3 rounds of the Phoenix Open, the Waste Management Phoenix Open. What a sponsor for a tournament, a Waste Management company. Just make sure we put the round top on quick rounds, because of course, the format, if you haven't watched these before, you're going to do the first 3 rounds on quick rounds, and then the final round on a full round. Obviously, last time out, we didn't do too brilliantly, if we look at our career progress. No, wrong one. Is it stats? It might be stats, actually. No. Can't find it now. Highlights potentially. No, there's nothing. No highlights, unfortunately. But probably not because we didn't do anything particularly good. But in the BioWare Classic, we didn't do particularly well. We were over par at the end. But hopefully, this tournament will give us a new lease of life. As you saw last episode, or maybe didn't see, we have increased difficulty a little bit to make it a little bit harder. So we're not going to be completely bashing everyone like we did at the Career Builder Challenge, but today it's a new challenger at TPC Scottsdale, and let's go to the 7th for our first shot of the tournament. Here we are then at the 7th. It's our first hole of the day that we're going to be playing. We're on even par, but before we start, I'm possibly going to do the weirdest thing I've ever done in one of my YouTube videos before. Now, in my house, we've made the switch to skimmed milk rather than semi-skimmed milk, and this is the first cup of tea I've made with skimmed milk. So there's going to be a bit of history here, and I'm going to try this cup of tea. Let's see how it is. Not much different to usual, actually. I mean, it's got less than sort of like 0.5% or something like that of fat content. So, if it doesn't taste that different, then I'm alright with that. Practice mode, eh? About to say. Right, here we go. This is our shot. Pretty awful. Actually, if it doesn't bounce on the green too much, we're in good stead. But it is, yeah, it's going to bounce massively, and it's just off the green, into that rough. We weren't really paying attention. Paid more attention to my bloody cup of tea. But this should be, I'd say, pretty much a par, I'd say. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. I haven't played this game, bear in mind, since I recorded the last episode. So just bear that one in mind. Now, this is going to be tricky. This could be our first drop shot of the day. Oh, it is unbelievable. Oh, dear. This series turned like into more fun than anything serious now. So we're going to drop our first shot of the day. Only on the green to put them unbelievably on our 4th shot. I don't feel like this one's going to go in either, you know. Oh, the controller's awful now. It's just not working at all. Oh, I go away. I don't want it in practice mode. That is in the hole, though. We've dropped a shot there at the 7th. And now we move on to the 8th. Hopefully, we can regain that one here. Oh, nice sip from my cuppa. And that is my messenger going off. Apologies about that. Just have a quick check. Don't quite know what that was all about. Probably from about 10 minutes ago. But here at the 8th, it's a par 4. It's a little bit odd because it bounces the fairway. Does just want to make sure we don't get it in that bunker. That's probably the most important thing. That's a decent shot. Nice, full and straight. Oh, it is dragging back to that rough. Well, we should be quite clear of that, I think, in the end. And there we go, on the right. Pretty much, I'd say, we can get a pretty much straight line to the hole. I'm quite happy with that. And clearly, so is Mr. Jones there. Right, let's bring it a few yards back. I know that the wind's, actually, the wind is coming backwards, isn't it? So you would think, surely hitting it a few yards more would kind of bring it close to the hole. Here we go, then. I was right, to be fair, for once. That's going to bounce on the green. That's quite nice. It's going to be quite a tricky birdie putt, but I think we can do it. That's what we can do. Par at least, though, here. I think that's pretty good. 28-foot putt, then. Right, so we're going to go with the putting line. Bit off the putting line, just to get to the hole. This might not go brilliantly, but you never know. Let's have a look. Here we go. No, it's just to the left, unfortunately. It was close, but there was no cigar there. And we're going to have to settle for a par. But at least we're consolidating a little bit here. And hopefully we don't have to settle for any more drop shots throughout this session. Pretty nice, these cup of teas, actually. I don't know how to explain it, but it just tastes a bit different, which I think's always nice when you have a lot of cups of tea in a day. I mean, I probably have, I can't believe I'm talking about this on a video, but who cares? I possibly have 4 or 5 cups of tea a day. I mean, I have one when I get up in the morning. Obviously, if I'm at school, it's a little bit different, but on a normal day, I probably have 4 or 5 cups of tea. I don't have any sugar, so I don't really necessarily think it's that unhealthy. If I had coffee, of course, I'd be a bit more concerned, but I don't think it's bad. Could be worse things I could be doing. Right. That's going to be full then with the 5-iron. We can't go any further than that. Oh, my controller's doing my head in now. There we go. Oh, that's a practice. I don't want it to go on flipping practice mode. But just bear in mind that was a nasty shot there. I noticed that curve to the right a little bit. And this one, oh, go on, go on, go on. Over the bunker, over the bunker. Oh, it's going to go in the bunker. Ah, damn it. I feel like I'm too cautious, you know, with when I try and play shots. Try and bring it back maybe a little bit to add too much. And that doesn't work in our favour. But hopefully, this should be a par putt. And it is. Lovely stuff. We haven't dropped a shot since that first hole, so I feel like we're doing quite well. You know, pars aren't bad, to be fair. And it looks like there's not the massive lead that we had, that other people had in the BioWare Classic. You know, people are only 4 or 5 under, so that fills me with a little bit of confidence. Now, the wind is pushing upwards, so we're going to try and aim close to the bunkers with the hope that it's going to fly over them. And maybe we could get our first 300-yard. Oh, no, no! That doesn't make any sense. Surely, at that sort of wind speed, it would fly over those bunkers. But clearly not. Right, let's bring it back a lot now. Just to make sure we do get it on the green. It's a decent shot. Should just bounce on the... Oh, it's just off the green, actually. But no, it bounces a little bit. It's going to be a tricky birdie putt, but again, I feel like it could be a par. Golfer not particularly happy with that 50-foot putt. This will be the type of putt we get in, you watch. It's quite uphill though, so I feel like we're going to have to push this one a little bit, but let's just go straight and narrow and hope for the best. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Oh, it's just off. A little bit to the right, that would have been in. What a shame. My golfer doesn't seem too pleased with that. Really want to get just back on even par, I think, as soon as possible. That's why he's a bit frustrated. But that's a nice par. And again, you know, the last 3 holes have been pars. And it's only the first round here. So if we're only, you know, if we're 1 over for this round, then it's not all lost. Is this the last hole now? I think it could be. Yeah, it is the last hole. So let's try and get something out of this. Let's go to the right here, because it is bending to the left to the wind is. Again, good full swing. Nice and straight. Something we've perfected a little bit recently. This looks like a nice hole, though. Just got to bear in mind those bunkers that are quite close to the green if we want to aim close to the hole. But I feel like this is a birdieable hole. Here at the 11th. Bring it back a tad. Let's go for this, shall we? Bring it back another yard, actually. Come on. Go on, go on, go on. Go, go, go. That's actually worked to our favour, you know. Just bounced a little bit in the rough there. Made it lose a little bit of speed. And this should put us back on even par. And we're very happy with that. Bit of natural spin on that. And nice smiling face. Feel like we can bugger up the putt quite easily, though, here. Oh, it should be quite an easy one, to be honest. Is that one going to go in? It absolutely is. And we're back on even par for the round. And that's pretty good, to be honest. Quite a good round, I think, to start. We bottled it a little bit on the first hole, but after that we played quite well. And end our round with a birdie anyway. Let's see how we end up in terms of simulated. Hopefully we don't drop any more shots, but if we do, that's not exactly our fault. Let's have a look what happens. Level 27, marvellous. We ended on even par, so 52nd in the rankings. But actually, we're only 4 shots behind our compatriot, Ian Poulter. Oh, God, Ian Poulter, I remember him, what a legend. But yeah, that's the first round. Hopefully we can get a few shots under par in this round. I don't quite know what the cut will be, but hopefully we can make the cut here, as we did narrowly in the BioWare Classic. But I feel like that scare should help us to get through. And here we are then for the second round. Let's go back to the 7th hole once again. Brilliant, we're playing the same holes, so hopefully we can benefit as we know what holes we're playing this time. Here we are then back at the 7th. The cut line is on even par, so we need to really make an under par score today. That would be nice. Bit of a nicer placement of the flag on this round. The wind's coming back towards us. Go on, to the right a bit, to the right, to the right, to the right. Don't go in the bunker. Oh, that is in the rough, but it could be worse. To be fair, we can improve our score here today at this hole, so I don't think that's particularly bad. Oh, so close to a birdie there. So close. That's gutting. Should be able to settle for a par though here. Nice and straight. Nothing too ridiculous. And there we go, it's in the hole. We've bettered what we did yesterday with a par, and our golfer certainly seems happy with that. So still on even par. Need to get a few more birdies though, I feel like, to be able to compete in this tournament. Back at the 8th then. Again, oh, this is pushing a little bit to the right this time, so let's see what we can do with that. Oh, felt like we dragged our tee shot a little bit to the right there, but seemed it was like a straight swing. Nice bounce. Could this be, it's not going to be our first 300 yarder, but it is 286 yards. As we get a little bit better on our overall goes up, then we can increase the amount that we hit it. Oh, this is quite nasty here, actually. Right, let's try and get it to bounce off the rough. Not the rough, sorry, the fairway. Oh, that's gone a little bit too far to the right for my liking. It's going to be a chip onto the green and a par. Actually, that ain't too bad. Should we go for a putt from there? Probably is. I don't know how to putt from there. Let's just go for a chip, shall we? Can't go any worse, can it? Well done. Go on. Oh, missed again. I'm not very good at this whole chipping thing from close out, but this should be another par. Oh, that's a nasty one, to be honest. I feel like this might be our sticking point in this round, but it's... Oh, it is! How did we miss that? Just went over the hole. That's so unfortunate. A bit of a dodgy green there. And that one should go that way. There we go. I've got a bit of a hang of the green now. And unfortunately, we're back to 1 over par. We're struggling to make the cut at these tournaments. Not really mistakes by me, but just unfortunate shots. Tricky course at the end of the day. This is the highest standard of golf. Cut line is, of course, still on even par. So we need to be getting at least 1 birdie, if not 2, to make sure we do stay within that cut line. Because if we miss the cut, that's a disaster. We have got one more round, though. No, we haven't, sorry. No, this is the cut line for this round, so... Oh, dear. I'll be doing something nice and quick now. Right. Let's get it over. Get over! Nice. Let's hit it. Bit of a short swing. That's going to impact things, but we're pretty in line with the hole, I'd say. Go on the green, on the green. Oh, that's a lovely shot. I feel like we can birdie that one. Can we birdie it? Again, the golf seems happy with that. Again, messenger notifications. Shocking, isn't it? Right, okay. This is a nice straight putt. Surely this one can go in. Yes! Birdie at the 9th. And we are back on even par. Now, hopefully we can push to get an under par score for these 2 rounds in total. Right, this one's bending to the left this time. So we're going to bear in mind that we hit the bunker last time. We didn't particularly like that one too much. That's a very nice straight swing. Yes, we've avoided the bunkers nicely, easily this time. As long as it doesn't bounce too viciously into that bunker on the left. It's quite close. But we have a little bit of a straight shot at the green here. And I like this because it's trickier, but it's a nice challenge, which I quite like. Let's bend it a few yards back. Full swing. Go on, that's nice. That's really nice. Bounce a bit more. That's decent. That's birdieable, I'd say, but it's going to be quite tricky from there. Again, quite happy with that. The fact it's on the green in regulation. Going to be quite uphill here, isn't it? Ooh, that looks nasty. Let's go for it, though. Go on, go on, go on. Oh, lovely. Lovely stuff. Bending it a little bit to the left because we're hitting it a bit further. And for the first time in this tournament, we are under par. And seriously, because we're on a bit of a harder difficulty to challenge, but it feels so lovely and so rewarding when you get some good scores at these holes. 2 holes left, and this is the last hole we're familiar with. Of course, the next hole will be one we're not familiar with. But as long as we don't drop any shots, we will make the cut. But now, surely, the aim has to be, now we're clear of the cut, well, A, not to get complacent, but B, to now push onto the leaders. Because I feel like there's a lot of players in this 1 under, 2 under slot, and it'd be really good to make a difference if we can get in, say, let's choose a different club here, in the 3 or 4 under slots. Good full swing there. With the wind, it should bring it back towards the hole, I would have thought. That's nice. Probably a little bit too much in the end, but couldn't really anticipate that. As long as we get a par here, we're fine. 30-foot putt. This looks okay. Looks good to me. Let's try. Let's go a little bit to the right, you never know. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Oh! When I said a bit more to the right, I should have gone even more to the right, just a tad. And that one would have been in. But I think my golfer knows, look, if we get a par here, that's all that matters. Let's not get complacent here, because I don't want to lose that shot that we gained earlier on. I think that looks alright. Does it? Yeah, that looks alright to me. There we go. In the hole for a par. And proceeding on to the last for this round, which will take us into the 3rd round. And this is very, very good stuff. Come on! Let's do this. Last hole. What par is it going to be? It's going to be a par 3. Oh, quite a nasty par 3, actually. Let's bend it right to the right-hand side and bring it back a bit. long as we don't get it in that water, though, this should be a par 3 quite nicely. Oh, the wind's gone. Ah! The wind's changed, which means that's completely changed the direction of our shot. And I do quite like the random wind change, because I feel like that does bring around some positivity. Bring it back a bit. Nice, nice, good stuff. As long as I say, as long as we get a par here, we're all good. Again, the golf feeling fairly happy with that. And that should be a straight putt, you would have thought. Nice. In the hole. And we have gone 1 under for this round. I'm very pleased with that, to be honest. We're not too far off the leaders now. They might get to 7, 8 under, for example. But we're not too far off. And getting in the top 20, for example, may not be too unachievable. But Jonathan Bird and Kevin Chappell there with 4 and 5 under, respectively. Fair play to them. Let's see what the leader's on at the end of the day. The leader at the end of the day, he's on 800. It's Sergio Garcia. A few of the familiar names coming through now. Garcia, McIlroy, Poulter. But let's see if we can challenge them in this next round. Of course, in the next episode we'll have a full round, which I feel like we can do really well on. And hopefully in this round, let's aim for 2 under. Let's see how we get on in the 3rd round. At the 4th then, different territory. Quite nasty winds today. 10 mile an hour. I'm going to have to bring this one back quite a lot. It's got to be one we muck up quite a lot. That feels like a decent line though. Ooh, don't bounce too much. Yeah, that's alright. You know. I don't think that was too bad, considering we haven't played this hole before. But it's on the green, that's all that matters. 29 foot to the flag. This could be a birdie here. Not going to say much though, more than that. Let's try. Let's go for it. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, he just got over the hole. So infuriating when that happens. Could have gained a shot and have some really nice momentum coming into this round, but oh well, it hasn't happened. Okay, let's follow the putt line here. I don't like these shots, but there we go. Nice. In the hole for a par. We take that. We haven't played this one before, so I'm quite content with that. Let's see if we can get a birdie at the next. This is the 5th. Going to be quite tricky, though. Definitely. Right. Oh, this is coming back towards. So basically, we need to whack this with all our power. That looks good to me. Nice and straight. It's going to come back towards. I'd be shocked if this even makes the likes 250 yards. It is, though, just about. But that could be quite a lot, though, going to the green. We've got to make sure we bear that in mind. The wind's coming back way towards us. So we're going to have to hit this one. I'd say fairly, you know, long in terms of the green. But then again, the wind's coming back to... I just feel like if that wind changed to 7 or 8, like it has now, that could impact us quite a bit. But actually, could help us out. Come on, bounce a bit more. Ah, come on, don't get in that first cut. Oh, it's on the fringe. I'm not confident putting from there, but I'd say it's probably on the right. From what I would guess. Roll, roll, roll. That's going to be an easy par. We've set us up there for an easy par. I'm quite happy with that. Come on then. In the hole. Nice one. Par. And now we move on to the 6th. Can we do anything here? I'd like to get 200 in this round, but there's not many holes left. I think this is only a 4-hole round for us, so we're going to have to book up our ideas fairly quickly if we want to do something here. Oh, this is nasty. Very nasty. Just going to have to go with it, though. I think that's about as far right as we can possibly go. But we haven't done too badly out of that. Wind pushing slightly forward, which I quite like. And again, nice, quite close to that left-hand bunker. Golf, quite happy with that. Alright, let's push it back. And so that way. See how we get on. Be nice to get a birdie here. That looks good. Go on, bounce a bit more, bounce a bit more. Bounce, 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 bounce. That's lovely. That's birdieable, that is. We've set ourselves up with a very nice shot there. And that could be a birdie. Right, let's focus on the read. The speed, as they say in this game. We've done it, baby. Birdie on the 6th. And now we are down to 2 under. We are now in 44th place. We've just beat 16 people. And if we can get another birdie now, I feel like in that final round we could get a bit of momentum going at this tournament. Bear in mind, of course, the top 4 haven't even started yet. Oh, dear. Right, let's bring this back a lot. And we're going to aim it in the bunker, and that looks silly, but with the fact it's going that far to the right, there we go. Go on. Don't bounce too much. Of course it is, though. Yeah, that's alright, though. I mean, the flag's still in view on that bottom left, which isn't too bad. 19-foot putt. Right, let's bring it back a bit. Let's try this, shall we? Go on, go on, go on. Oh, it's missed again! Oh, honestly, it's bounced just over the hole. I don't feel like you can control that sort of thing. Deary me. Right, that's a par, and that is another 1 under round. So after 3 rounds, we're 2 under here at TBC Sawgrass in the, what's it called? Can't think what the tournament's called now. We'll find out in a minute, I suppose. 2 under, though, for these first 3 rounds at the Phoenix Open. I feel like we're not going to be able to beat the top men, but we can always have a crack at it in the next video. Let's just have a look how everyone else gets on, so we can set ourselves up for episode 6, of course, out on Tuesday. And Jordan Spieth is 10 under now, so it's going to be pretty tricky to get control of those sorts of plays, but I feel like we can build a decent score in those 18 holes, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll be back on Tuesday for the 18 holes of the Phoenix Open for the final round. But if you guys have enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like, comment on the video, subscribe if you want to see more of this, as well as retro games every Sunday, and potentially some Football Manager when I feel like it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.